Hello, Peter.
Hi,
Good
Enrique.
morning. Good morning. Good Friday.
Can
How
you
is everything
imagine the ninth time? You know, it really went too fast for me. You know, the life really too fast on this thing.
It's true. It's true. And I'm very happy we keep doing this. And today we have a very special live because even though we're not presenting a new interview, we are having new features on it. So it's really welcome here to have a new session here. Not only you and me. We're gonna be live with someone else. Now we're gonna introduce him right now. And what we'll do is go through and comment some of the previous and most important moments of the interviews we already have with our guests. So no more overdue. We're going to introduce our guest today. His name is Daniel Gagnan in Spanish, or Daniel Gagnan for English speaker. Hello, Daniel. How are you?
Hi. Hello. How are you? Thank you
Hi,
for the
Daniel.
opportunity to be here.
Yeah, it's just a great to have you. I hope you will help to find me money. So because that's my really role. It's just I'm looking for dollars or euros or pounds in whatever Swiss francs in the BIM. So I hope you will be able to help us today.
Sound good.
Well, just a quick introduction to our audience, Daniel. And Daniel is an architect by formation, and he was a Bitcoin director in Famet, in a company in Austria. It's an Austrian company, am I mistaken? Or is it true, right? Yeah, exactly. So he decided...
Germany, but yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Based in Germany, but with the Austrian brand. And he will be with us, helping us to comment and give us his view of the videos we're going to display and the clips of the interview already passed. Daniel is also one of our viewers, and he wanted to join us. We offered him a seat on the live, and he gladly took it taken. So very welcome to be here and do this live with you. And on the coming interview, he will be also part of them. We will spend time to see that together and have a proper interview to see his view about BIM, about his career, how he's been shifted with BIM. So let's go. Let's crack on. Okay, let's gonna watch. Excuse me. Let's gonna watch the first clip. I'm gonna comment right after. For the first captation I have here, we're gonna talk about something that we talked already on the previous one, and I wanted to start with this to loop back everything. It's about the public administration and the BIM and saving time. This is a very important topic. I think it's the closest one we get to money, right, Peter? It's the closest moment we get to money.
It's so public money, but okay, it's my taxes, so I got okay.
Everyone's money, exactly. So let's play the clip, and then we go right after to see the comments also from Daniel and my and Peter's side.
Yes, sure. And this is something that is not only affecting let's say, the profession of the architect, because in fact, when you want to be a builder, are you going to any university to be a builder? Or are you going to any university to be a developer? Or are you going to be an owner to any university? Probably not. You can make some master degrees about that, but not more than that. No. So in fact, this is about the academic part of this equation. But you have to think that, for example, here in Spain, we have a lot of problems with the public bodies. So we are trying to be very, very productive to shorten the time to make any kind of building. But when you are asking for one license or for one permit, it takes only, not to go very far, only in Barcelona, our town hall needs around 20 to 24 months to give you a construction permit. Okay, and I'm defending that you can do this in 24 hours if you are getting a BIM project, and I can analyze, put it inside one machine, analyze everything because you have all data there, and I can give you a report saying what is accomplishing or not in all the requirements from the Town Hall of Barcelona. So why to be efficient if only to get a permit it takes me 2 years? So
that's
this
correct.
is a problem.
But that's retouching something which is not really related.
We have here this is was a new extraction from the interview of Ignacio. We said that it was super interesting. If it was my opinion, we'll play the full now in live, but it's not a good strategic. But this is one of the clips we got it prepared for last week. We couldn't stream it because of lack of time, but it's also very interesting how the public administration works and how we can help on that. So, guys, any comments on that?
So, to me, Ignacio said different things, but I think the most important is maybe the bureaucracy in the whole process. Not one of the important things that happen now. The state bureaucracy and the owner bureaucracy, and many times happen because these actors don't know what happened in the process, no? Don't understand the real process. And this is same. So I'm impacting the same process, the different member of the process, as I say, for example, in the first part, the architect, the designers, the engineers in the designer part produce a lot of information, and during the process, not the design process, but in the end, how many information of this arrive in the on-site, in the people that work on site, the worker, the supervisor in on-site normally go to the on-site with one plan, I don't know, 10 plans maximum, no more. But the designer produce hundreds.
50, 70, yeah.
And that is one part, no? And for sure it's part of the bureaucracy of the process in fact, but also there are other parts, no? The state bureaucracy and the institutions and so on.
No, I think you're right. One of the key elements for me coming from Ignacio was really just to that can be the key driver to implement the changes in the whole process, because the public bodies, the bureaucracy can. This is what we said. This is about our money, right? And we are interested about our money. So if we, for example, if we know that our taxes which we pay for the Barcelona is 1,000, and we know that 10 of this 1,000 goes to the long process of the construction permit, I like just to see that 10 euros will go for something else. So I hear it, and I like the way how he structured it. So that can be a driver for the other industry members to really follow it. So that's really cool and very nice to see this.
What is in your experience on the construction projects that you work on, Daniel? Do you think that really BIM can do, like Inasi said, like using this coordinator model, authoritative model, to check and produce you this checklist of regulations in laws or whatever that you need to have approved to get the execution phase done? Do you think that BIM can be a help on that, based on your experience?
Definitely. I'm in the BIM world. One reason for that, because I'm totally convinced that BIM can help in that. Why? Everyone can work in the building world know that there are a big gap between the design part and on-site part, no? And this gap is normally because you lose a lot of information in the middle. And if you have something very the information, and you have the control during the whole process, you can minimize the problems, no? And the end problems is money, time, the same, no?
Time, taxes as well, so we related up with that. Fantastic. And this really links very well with the next clip we want to check, because we are talking exactly about what Daniel's saying, is the information flow and all the holes that this massive pipe that transfer the information goes from here to there. Okay, this is coming back from the the interview that Ivan shared with us, and one of his products using virtual reality and augmented reality with BIM to make this information flow from the design of the office and to the construction site. So we're gonna see how his view to have the impact of that transferring the information without many losses from the design to the execution. What is his view? We will remember all this opinion, and we comment right after.
Let's go.
Porque vaya, no sé qué piensas tú, supongo que piensas lo mismo que yo, pero el sector está atrasado y tan arcaico que puede estar, ¿cómo puede ser que no que se haya subido todavía esta ola de cambio, etcétera, ¿no? Un poco...
Bueno, no lo decimos nosotros, ¿no? Me parece que es un estudio de McKinsey o no sé qué dice, bueno, los sectores menos digitalizados y solo tenemos por debajo la caza y la agricultura. Todo lo demás está por arriba.
Y la agricultura ya tiene mucho.
Con IoT tiene mucho. Sí,
Sí,
yo
sí.
siempre que veo eso me parece curioso, porque a mí la agricultura me parece que con tractores automatizados, IoT, yo no sé, debe ser muy grande la agricultura. No supongo que habrá cosas, pero bueno, la caza.
Sí.
Pero todos los demás sectores están por arriba.
Mucho.
Y yo creo que además hay una oportunidad, ¿no? O sea, no hay ningún sector que no haya aguantado el empuje de la tecnología y nosotros estamos ahí y siendo un sector tan importante en la economía mundial, ya no hablo de la economía española, ¿vale? O sea,
Sí.
Entonces, bueno, tenemos suerte de vivirlo, es un vértigo, pero hay que surfear esta ola. Pues y esto, en el mundo de la construcción pasa lo mismo. Nosotros alguien piensa, infiere una cosa en 3D. Se lo dibuja otro en 2D para que ahora, con suerte, lo haga en 3D si lo hace en BIM. Luego lo pasamos a 2D en los planos para pasárselo a otro para que alguien construya algo en 3D. Y dices, ostras, ¿y si no lo bajamos del 3D? Y nadie tiene que inferir. Un mantra de nuestra empresa es, bueno, nosotros hacemos soluciones de productividad y yo voy haciendo un spoiler con realidad virtual y aumentada. Y lo primero que decimos siempre es que la primera solución de productividad es una buena comunicación. Y esto se expresa muy fácil. Todos tenemos Teams para producir mejor, porque es muy barato y se produce muy bien. O sea, como me comunico bien, produzco más. ¿Qué pasa? Que la comunicación, la producción es terrible. Es muy mala, es analógica, es absolutamente deficiente. Entonces, obviamente, una mejora comunicación hace una mejora de la colaboración, o una mejora de colaboración hace una mejora de comunicación. Entonces, al final, las 3 Cs que dices van en mejora la productividad. Pero obviamente, yo creo que hay que mejorar mucho la comunicación y que empiece a ser digital esa comunicación entre todos los agentes. Todos. Y uno es la productividad del sector de la construcción. A mí me resultó curioso. ¿Por qué? Porque además esto en el informe McKinsey, el informe de McKinsey del imperativo de la productividad en la construcción, muy famoso, en el que está la productividad, te dicen que con la productividad que tenemos no somos capaces de satisfacer las necesidades de mantenimiento y de cosas nuevas que hay que hacer de infraestructuras a nivel en el mundo, sobre todo en Asia y en China. ¿Por qué? Porque están creciendo tanto y no pueden mantener ni los puentes con la gente que hay y con el nivel de productividad que hay. Entonces, tenemos que elevar la productividad simplemente para mantener lo que tenemos. Solo mantener. Entonces, esto es un problema, porque si realmente ya... Y además, como se están creando alternativas, que esto es una cosa que a mí, que la gente lo entiende, dice, ¿por qué no hay gente en la construcción? Dice, porque tienen alternativas. Porque antes el que no podía hacer nada, por desgracia, se iba a trabajar a la construcción, porque solo era mover sacos. Ahora, lo siento, y no estoy menospreciando a nadie, Dios me libre, o el diablo me libre, o quien corresponda me libre, se puede ir al globo y cobra más y además tiene sensación de autónomo. Y cobra más y si no quiere trabajar porque llueve, uno tiene un jefe y lo puede hacer por la mañana y por la tarde y puede conciliar y tiene una alternativa en la que cobra más que ir a cobrar 1.200 euros a una obra, llueva, frío, para levantar yeso.
A las 6 de la mañana.
A las 6 de la mañana. Entonces, ostras, porque dice, hay que hacer atractivo. Bueno, pues primero habría que pagar más, eso es lo primero para hacer atractivo, y segundo, hacer más que tenga ganas de venir, pero no lo sé, pero bueno.
Pero sí, pero exactly, and the last part that Ivan said lies a bit with the clip we watched before about Ignasi, because he said that you don't go to the university to be a builder, to be a promoter, to put a mortar or whatever. And it's true, like this kind of skills, they're not being teaching in a way, so if you don't make the construction attractive, they somehow are going to disappear. They're going to disappear. And the alternatives that we have currently, everyone has now, so there's not like the last choice of a safe choice. Now for everyone, new generation, it's less and less go to the construction side, and because they see other alternatives, so we need to make it more attractive to make as well more productive.
Yeah, no, I think you made a good comments, and I like the part of the resources. But I do not think that everybody need to go to the university, right? Because some
Oh.
of the people have the choices not to do, and that's also we need to help them with the whole transformation, because otherwise we will leave all of these people outside. Only the people with the higher education, etc., will understand the supply chain. We understand BIM, we understand ERP, CRMs, etc. But the people who will just work on the daily basis, this is the people who just need to use it. So they need to learn, and we need to help them. Otherwise, we will fail completely.
Totally agree with that.
Agree with that also, Daniel, no?
Sorry, I think so. Our societies normally think that maybe to be an engineer or doctor or something is better than to be I don't know, a plumber or a carpenter or someone. But every role is very important in our society. Really, really important. And this thinking comes from another ages, I think.
No, and I think this is something which is we have the choices of sitting in the white collars, etc. But my point there was really we need to prepare all of this technology to make sure that the people who just don't want to go for the higher education center, they need to use it. Sometimes we going too complex, and sometimes we using some of the shortcuts in our thoughts because of our knowledge, etc. This is not good, right? And we need to go simpler. And one of the things which we heard on the previous interview, communication is the key, right? How to exchange, and the whole BIM, when we look at the technology, it's technology, but the key elements to implement it is the communication. When you have the whole channel, how the different boxes will talk together, how they will understand it, right? And I was a lucky guy, because when I was a student, I did a lot of different things, and I once became the painter on the part-time job. My God, how difficult it was! But right now, when I ask somebody just to paint it, I know how difficult, and I try to communicate different with the guys. So that's really give me the opening. I'm not saying that all of architects need to go to dig the foundations, but it will be good.
I think in this way, a good example is devices like iPhone, for example. No? Steve Jobs thought like less is more. No? I personally, if I have an iPhone or whatever, these new devices, and I don't have any idea how work with that. Any idea? I don't like it. I don't care about that. But work it, and it's easy. You push a button or touch the screen, and that there are a lot of technology, a lot of hours behind that. And
yeah, no, I think you're right. I think that we need to hide it. We need to hide it somehow, the complexity,
for
and make it
us, for technical people.
Correct. For us, that is our goal, like a BIM technical, technician.
Exactly. And I will also link here with something that Ignacy mentioned and we showcased on the last week interview about the mobile phones, right? Like these devices, they are for us. He believes, and also believes, this is today's computer we need to push to communicate with everyone on this flow information pipeline that Daniel also explained before. With phones, we can communicate easily. Not only I'm talking about a phone call, okay, make videos using also techniques like virtual reality and so on, take photos, make reports, attach them to cloud and so on. There's many ways to do the communication and a better work with that change from the white collars to the blue collars without losing that much. And this is what we need to push, because everyone has a mobile phone. If we want to introduce new technologies, of course, we need to educate the people about those new technologies and equip them with the gadgets of the devices. But with this, everyone has it. Why not use it? Why not maximize it?
Yeah, but I just quick warning. I hear you what you're saying. The devices are great, but when I was working in my previous company, I was taking care of the service for the world from the IT perspective, and we just come exactly what you're saying with this great idea of having the device, phone, etc., to give to the field engineer who can work, etc. And the guys refused it because they said, guys, when I'm just sitting on the wind turbine, I need to have it two hands. I cannot have the one hand holding my my iPhone and whatever the phone and just to film it and check it and how this works. I need two hands, so find something different. I hear you about this. It's possible, but let's think when you're sitting on the production site, when you're sitting on the 200 meters above the ground in the wind turbine, and if it falls down, my God, that will be horrible. But anyway, think about it.
There will be some solution in between, but I'm pretty sure that you'll be surprised. And the things I saw also on construction sites, where or in which situation some construction workers are checking WhatsApp or watching videos. Like he said, man, you are doing this right now here. You can also take the video or the photo to check it so on. So, of course, there is some cases that you cannot use. You need to use your both hands for the safety and your own safety. But other cases, people are possible to do that. Or we discussed last time, that it is this clean guy, right? We will call it the clean guy.
Yeah, the clean guy who
has not the hands dirty with all the mortar and the powder and the cement, and so he has the tablet and go around with the checking. No, this is a possibility as well.
Agreed.
Good. Let's jump into the next video, and this is something that Daniel can give us a good perspective on because he works with BIM in a kind of a daily basis, and it's about the information, the sharing of the information. We throw back a few weeks ago when we discussed with Emmanuel Nachitz about BIM, and he mentioned the word sharing in French, partager, very important for the communication and the use of BIM. So let's take a look at the clip and then we comment.
We are very multilingual, Enrique, right?
Oh,
we
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
completely.
French, Spanish. Still haven't Polish though, so just we need to work. Anyway, let's go.
Good. Let's go for the video.
Le fait de devoir partager de l'information, c'est pas natif pour beaucoup de gens d'abord. Et une des premières résistances, c'est j'ai peur de perdre ma plus-value si je partage ma connaissance. Et un gros challenge dans le BIM, c'est le partage de connaissances métiers. Je ne parle pas de connaissances BIM, je parle de connaissances métiers. Effectivement, avant, qu'est-ce qui faisait que deux ingénieurs parlaient ensemble? C'est que chacun était super balèze dans son domaine et sans eux, on ne pouvait pas le faire. Aujourd'hui, effectivement, on peut faire des recherches de conflits. Maintenant, ce n'est pas le système qui dimensionne. Il faut quand même des ingénieurs qui soient encore capables de dimensionner. Après, il faut faire attention, pour moi, il faut faire attention à deux choses. La première chose qu'il faut vraiment avoir à l'esprit, c'est que si on veut faire du BIM, il faut le faire. C'est-à-dire qu'il ne faut pas dire je le fais, mais on ne fait que de la façade. Il y a encore, alors Enrique a affiché progression en France, il y a des sociétés qui ont vraiment fait le pas, et ce n'est pas forcément de très gros groupes, ça peut être aussi des petites entreprises qui travaillent vraiment de façon naturelle dans ce process-là. Et pour eux, le gain est évident, c'est-à-dire qu'effectivement, ils ont moins de perte de temps, ils ont la capacité de mieux gérer, mieux organiser, mieux planifier, et donc il y a un gain de temps et d'argent. Et puis, il y a des sociétés qui font semblant de faire du BIM. C'est un affichage, un peu comme le greenwashing dans les problèmes de développement durable. On affiche du BIM, mais en réalité, surtout, on n'en fait pas. Et ça, c'est cette réticence-là qui est très compliquée à gérer, parce qu'on voit des étudiants aller dans les entreprises parce qu'ils sont pris justement pour aider au développement du BIM. Et en fait, quand on les voit rentrer à l'école, ils sont très dubitatifs en disant bah non, dans l'entreprise, en fait, on m'a mis dans un coin, on m'a fait faire une maquette pour faire bien, c'est joli, mais au final, on a tout fait à l'ancienne. Et ça, c'est très compliqué parce qu'il faut accepter que le chef d'entreprise n'est pas là pour savoir faire du BIM. On s'en fout. Il doit être là pour donner la direction. C'est-à-dire qu'il doit comprendre qu'il y a une évolution dans les méthodologies, dans les approches, et doit être capable de faire confiance à ses équipes.
Ouais.
Et l'exemple qu'on peut donner, c'est le chef d'entreprise, il ne va pas acheter un marteau-piqueur. Il va dire à son mec, OK, voilà un budget et tu me trouves le meilleur marteau-piqueur. Et ben dans le BIM, c'est pareil. Ce n'est pas à lui de mettre en place les systèmes. Lui doit dire à son équipe, et non pas en descendant hiérarchique, c'est-à-dire le chef a dit, donc on fait, mais il doit être capable d'être porteur de ce changement. Et c'est ça qu'on lui demande. C'est pas...
Marteau-piqueur. So it's okay.
Okay, so this is what Emmanuel is also sharing, the two parts of the clip. The first of all, about there is some fear to share the information. We're talking mostly here about the design of this privacy or the ownership of the design. But there is people, okay, just send me the model or send me this, and some people can be reticent. No, this is my design, this is my thing. I don't want to share it with you, or I don't want to let's make it wide or open. No? Do you experience this in your work, Daniel? Anyone afraid of sharing this data, or many other other manufacturers or suppliers who are not really keen to give away the data though easily for the products and so on? Do you experience this on your work?
Yeah. Normally, I don't have problem with people don't want to share the information, but I have sometimes problem with don't know how to share the information because don't understand maybe the technology or the process or how to do it or the tools, no? And that is part of our this team board today. Then maybe are not totally developed, no? And we are in this vanguard process now. We need to evolution a little bit more. For example, when you can not when very technically when you export and model as a EFT you cannot work in EFT. EFT is like a PDF, no? Like that. It's just to show it, to see, to correct, but that's it. You need to edit the information. You need to go to native program like Allplan, Revit, ArchiCAD, and work in that now. And in this small example, many people don't understand this and why.
Right.
And that is the problems that I find it more usually.
No, I think it's interesting. One thing which comes to my mind right now in terms of sharing, Enrique, and this is we haven't really taught really before. When you start to sharing, it depends really on the security. I will just try again. It comes to my mind the money, the security, and all of these things which I learned. But when you're sharing everything, it also just make you vulnerable for some of the attacks, right? And again, we're living right now in a very strange period right now when you have the war just close on the Polish border, and when you have all of the BIM models or BIM buildings and constructions, you can have even the military analyze the building just to hit the most vulnerable points, just to destroy it, right? So I'm just thinking about sharing and thinking how this things works will go right now. I was just fully open like 6 months ago. Right now, I'm just start thinking that this information have the strategic value and have the value which we don't even see before. So the world is different right now, and I think you're right. It's just sharing and the communication is important, but I think we need to put some extra layer to it. And sorry just to being long, but this is exactly what's happened before in the world of the world of the manufacturing. We saw this before in the manufacturing when everything was open. Then when we see the competition coming from the different places, they starts to be more restrict. So right now, I think the BIM was really open, and I think we will see this parts coming down, which not exclude the communication. Sorry, that was a part of completely different comments what I thought in the beginning.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense also what you said, and of course you need to trust the people you're sharing the information to, and so on. But I think it's one of the points here. I will display again the text because it's written there. Sharing the information, you are giving the opportunity to more people to collaborate, and this is how a project gets enriched and gets better, right? Like no one person will design a hospital or a building. Many with collaboration and sharing the information. So, of course, a perfect balance between the sharing and the privacy, and not putting yourself or the project in risk, but not being afraid of people or insights coming in, because it's going to enrich the project for sure and your value.
So, Enrique, are you going to Madrid in the 2nd or 3rd week of November? I have forgot that one. You will be there.
Yeah, there's a BIM Expo happening.
There is a chance to see Enrique live. If you like to just go and see Enrique, just do not hesitate. Just ping him and make sure that you're there. I will be on the fairs in Paris 8th and 9th of November. So that's a real estate and the part related to the technical startups. If you wish to meet me in person, just do not hesitate. We can do the selfies together. I love it. That's really good. And of course, we will be assisting as well in the BIM world, but just that will be not us, but it will be assisting one of our clients on the BIM world. So just we cannot do the selfies there, guys. But if you wish to talk in the evenings, that's not a problem. So we will just welcome you very, very strongly to come there.
Perfect. Okay, so we ran out of time now, Daniel. Thank you so much for your participation on the BIM Live. It was a pleasure to have you here, and experience also for us, first person sharing with us the BIM Live Cafe. A big thank you from both of us. I hope you feel comfortable and you enjoy also these minutes of comments and live streaming.
Thank you.
Thank you, boss, and thank you, everyone.
Perfect. So we will have more Daniel coming soon, where we make the proper interview with him on the forthcoming days. And this keeps move on. We guys are gonna put a bit of the music on the background, so let's make it nice. Okay, we are gonna see each other soon. From next week again, every Friday at 10 a.m. LinkedIn, you already know. I don't need to repeat it, but some people don't know yet.
Remember, you need to subscribe. You need to click it. This is what this guy's doing. All of these things.
Yeah.
I don't know where is this button, by the way. So just click it. Oh yes.
Yeah, on the corners. Go to your YouTube channel, subscribe there, because you have this episode, all of them, plus all the interviews, the best way to go, because the LinkedIn event, you can also watch it on demand, but it's not as LinkedIn is way more as a video platform. So I invite you all to go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and keep up-to-date contacts on LinkedIn. A big thanks from my side, from Daniel also, and Piotr.
Thank you very much.
We see each other next week, okay? Have a very great weekend, and see you.
Ciao. Have a great weekend, guys. That was great to see you both.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.